For this assignment, you will be completing the Module 5 Excel assessment. So first we're going to click on Module 5, Assignments, and then we're going to click on M5 Excel Assessment. This assignment is due on or before Saturday, April 23rd by 11:59 p.m. And to begin, you're going to watch this video and also follow along with the directions that I'm clicking on here that I'm opening up in Microsoft Word. Now remember, we're using Microsoft Excel, so it's going to tell us exactly what to do. First thing is it wants us to create a new Excel spreadsheet and enter the following information. So first, let's open up Excel. To do that, I'm going to click on my little window and open up Excel. And I'm going to open a blank workbook. Then it wants me to, in cell A1, type the words course name. And my font throughout should be 12-point font. So what I'm going to do is go back to my Excel. And if I want to make everything Times New Roman 12, I'm going to click on this corner up here and it's going to select everything in my workbook. Then I'm going to come here and click on the font and I'm going to start typing in times. And then when it starts coming up, I'm going to hit enter. And then I'm going to change this to 12. And now because everything was selected, it's going to change everything in my workbook to Times New Roman 12. Next, it wants us to enter the words course name into A1. Now this right here is A1. Make it a little bit bigger so we can see it. This right here is A1, where A and 1 intersect. So I'm going to type the words course name. And also and I'm going to hit enter. In the directions, it said if the words are too big for that area, for that cell, you're going to come up and you're going to resize the column. So to do that, I'm going to come up between A and B and double click. And when I double click, when I have the two arrows, it makes it just big enough. Let's go back to the next step. In cell B1, type the word number. So let's go back. I'm going to type the word number. I'm going to hit enter. Then, starting in cell A2, working down the column, enter these course names. So I'm going to enter all these course names all the way down below the word course name in cell A1. So let's begin with COM 104 and all the way down to Accounting 210. All right, you'll see I've entered all of them except for one more. I have Accounting 210 left. So I'm going to enter this the last one, Accounting 210, and hit enter. So I've entered all those names in there. All right, next, starting in cell B2 and working down this column, enter these quantities. So I'm going to enter all these numbers down underneath the word number. So let's go do that. The first one is 19, then 22. So I hit 19, enter, 22, enter, and I'm going to go along and do each. All right, I've entered a couple of them. I've got 21 here, and if I look back, the last one is 18, and then I hit enter. All right, moving on to the next one. In cell A8, type the word total, and it wants it to be in bold and 12-point font Times New Roman. So let's go back over here. I'm going to type the word total and hit enter. So it wants it to be bold. So to do that, I'm going to come up here and hit click in it and go to bold. One thing I forgot to do previously in the first couple steps, it wanted the words course name and number to also be bold. So to do that, I'm going to select using my white plus sign pointer and drag over and then click bold. And then you'll notice it made my words course name go into this one. So what all I have to do is to resize. I'm going to go between A and B with my cursor, get the little move pointer, which has the two arrows, and I can either double click or drag. So if I drag, I can do it like that, or double click to make it just big enough. All right, moving on to add the to number 6, to add the total amount in the numbers column, highlight from B2 to B8, and then select the auto sum button. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to go here. I'm going to select from B2. I'm going to use my white plus sign and drag down to B8 like this. Then I'm going to come over here and you're going to find where it says auto sum. I'm going to click on it and you'll see it already added all those numbers together for me and it totaled them. I didn't have to get a calculator out or anything. It did the total. All right, moving on. After entering the above data, select the data to be graphed. So we're going to select cell range A2 through this colon here means through A2 through B7. And then select the Insert tab and click on the Charts tab. We're going to choose a pie chart. So let's do this first. A2 through B7. A2 all the way over to B, down to 7. Then it wants me to choose Insert tab, Charts, Pie chart, and 2D pie. All right. Insert, recommended charts. This is pie chart and 2D pie. It wants this one. Okay. See how easy that was? Let's go through that again. I want to insert. This is the charts area. This is pie chart. I'm going to click on it and choose 2D pie. All right. Moving on. Rename the chart title to student rosters. So let's do that. To do that, I'm going to double click in here. I can click and I'm going to make it student rosters. All right. And then I'll click out of it like this. Click on the pie chart to highlight it, then click on the chart title 3 times to highlight it and type student rosters, which I did. Number 9, use the chart styles option to select a color scheme for your pie chart. So I'm going to choose any color I like. This is chart styles. See, it says chart styles. I'm going to choose what I like. I'm going to go with this one. You can choose anything you like. Let's see. Number 10. Show data inside your pie chart. Click the chart tools, choose data labels, and select inside end. Let me show you. Over here, you've got this plus sign, and you've got styles, and you've got filters. So I'm going to go here, data labels, and I'm going to choose inside end. So I clicked on the plus sign, went to data labels, and click the arrow, and then I'm choosing inside end. And we'll see what it did. It added my percentages in here. Next. Says select the pie chart and drag it up so that is next to the table. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to click it and I'm going to drag it right next to my info like this. Let's see. Now go back to your table and highlight the data to be graphed. A2 through B7 and click on the Insert tab, Recommended Charts, and select the first option, which is Clustered Column. So let's go back. Now we're making another chart. A2 through B7. I'm going to go to Insert, Recommended Charts, and it comes right up to Clustered Column, and I'm going to click OK. Then, as you did for the pie chart, change the chart title to Student Rosters. Let's go back and do that. Double click in here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to delete it by hitting backspace and type Student Rosters. And then I'm going to click anywhere else to get out of there. Use the chart styles option to select a color scheme for your chart. So I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to chart styles and a color scheme. I'm going to choose this one. Any one you want, doesn't have to be that one. Then select the chart and go to chart elements, hover over data labels and select data callout. So let me show you how to do that. Okay, this is chart elements again. I'm going to go to data labels. Then I want to go to this again and do data callout. So I went to data labels and make sure I checked it off. I went to this arrow again, and then I'm going to data callout. And see how it created little bubbles out of each box or each column? Next two. Highlight the clustered column chart and drag it so it appears right below the pie chart. So I'm just going to move it so it's not covering my pie chart. And I'm going to click and drag it down. And see, now I've got both charts. Last, save your workbook as student roster. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'm going to save it wherever I'd like. I'm going to save mine to my flash drive. I'm going to name it Student Roster. And then I'm going to click Save. After I've done that, I'm going to go back to Blackboard. And I have to upload it back in this assignment spot. And to do that, you're going to browse your local files. I'm going to go to where I have it saved. And this is student roster. and you're gonna see it here, and I'm gonna hit submit, and it's gonna submit it back to me.